The African savanna stretches out like a golden sea, its vastness both breathtaking and humbling. Here, the horizon seems to go on forever, and the land is alive with the pulse of nature. This is a land of beauty and danger, where every sunrise brings new hope, and every sunset whispers of survival. Acacia trees stand as ancient sentinels, their branches offering shade and shelter to the creatures that roam these endless plains. Beneath their canopies, life finds a moment of respite from the relentless sun. This is the kingdom of the lion, whose thunderous roars echo across the landscape, asserting dominance and sending a message to all who hear it. But not all lions rule. Some are nomads, young males cast out from their birth pride, forced to leave behind the only family they've ever known. Without territory or family, they wander the endless plains, searching for a place to belong, driven by instinct and the hope of one day claiming a kingdom of their own. Their journey is a test of endurance, a quest for survival and identity. Each step is a lesson in patience, courage, and the will to persevere. These nomads are the future kings, but first, they must survive exile and the many dangers that lurk in the tall grass. They carry the future of their species, learning the harsh lessons of the wild alone. Every challenge they face shapes them into the leaders they are destined to become. Their resilience and determination are forged in the dust of the savannah, where every day is a battle and every victory is hard-won. Old rulers must make way for the new. The young must prove their worth, challenging the established order in hopes of one day taking their place. Often brothers or cousins, these nomads form coalitions, small brotherhoods facing the world together, united by blood and necessity. Their bond is their greatest weapon in this unforgiving land. They share every hardship, every moment of hunger, and every fleeting comfort. And every victory, no matter how small, is celebrated together, forging themselves into formidable rulers through shared struggle and triumph. The path ahead is fraught with peril at every turn, rival predators, starvation, and the ever-present threat of injury or defeat. We watch them, awed by their strength and will to live, inspired by their courage to face the unknown. Their journey is a powerful reminder of the cycles of life on these plains, where every creature plays a part in the great story of survival. The savannah's story is written in the dust, a testament to the spirit of these magnificent animals and the legacy they leave behind. The young wanderers are both outcasts and heirs, destined to shape the future of the savannah with every step they take. Their saga begins here, on the endless plains beneath the open sky, where the next chapter of the wild is waiting to be written. For a young male lion, the pride is his entire world, a place of safety, family, and constant learning. Here, he is surrounded by the warmth and protection of his mothers, aunts, and siblings, all living together in a close-knit community. He grows up in this nurturing environment, learning vital skills through playful wrestling and careful observation of the adults. Every day is a lesson in survival, from stalking imaginary prey to understanding the subtle rules of pride life. But as he matures, his presence becomes a threat to the dominant male, who senses the young lion's growing strength and potential. The king cannot tolerate rivals. Tension builds as the young males grow stronger and more confident, challenging the established order. Eventually, the dominant male drives his sons away, often with force and aggression, making it clear that there is no place for them here anymore. Exile is painful but necessary, ensuring strong leadership within the pride, and promoting genetic diversity across the savannah. The young nomads are pushed into a dangerous, uncertain world, where every day is a test of their courage and resourcefulness. For a while, they linger near their old home, reluctant to leave behind everything familiar, but the message is clear: they are no longer welcome. This forced exile marks the start of the most perilous time in their lives, when danger lurks behind every shadow and survival is never guaranteed. Now they must fend for themselves, learning to hunt without the support of the pride and facing rivals and unknown dangers at every turn. Survival depends on their strength, intelligence, and the bonds they share with their brothers, alliances that can mean the difference between life and death. The savannah's unwritten laws shape their fate, demanding adaptability and relentless determination. The journey ahead will test every lesson learned in the pride, from hunting skills to the art of patience and teamwork. Their exile is not an end, but the beginning of their transformation, a rite of passage that will shape them into future kings. The young lions must adapt quickly or perish, learning to navigate the harsh realities of the wild on their own. Their story is one of loss, resilience, and the relentless drive to survive against all odds. The path to kingship begins with leaving everything they've ever known, stepping boldly into the unknown, and forging their own destiny. Beyond the pride's borders, the world stretches endlessly, wild and unpredictable, filled with unseen threats lurking in every shadow. Every step takes the young lions deeper into the unknown, where every scent signals risk and every sound could mean danger. Hunger is their first challenge. No more regular meals, only hard-won hunts that test their patience and skill. Inexperience leads to failed hunts and the constant threat of injury, as even a small mistake can have dire consequences. Water is scarce, and every visit to a waterhole is a gamble with predators and rivals, where a single misstep could be fatal. They are intruders everywhere, always vulnerable, never truly safe, forced to navigate lands claimed by others. Loneliness and uncertainty weigh heavily, but brotherhood offers comfort, a rare constant in a shifting world. Shared hardship forges an unbreakable bond, a coalition that becomes their new family, their only source of trust. They learn to communicate with subtle gestures and low growls, developing a silent language of survival. Grooming and resting together, they find solace in each other, drawing strength from their shared presence. This brotherhood is their anchor in a sea of danger, a lifeline that keeps them moving forward. The journey is a relentless test of survival skills and spirit, demanding courage and adaptability at every turn. Each day brings new lessons in resilience, as they adapt, learn, and grow stronger together. Only the strongest coalitions endure the perilous journey, forging their legacy in the heart of the wild. The greatest threat to nomadic lions comes from other lions. The savannah is divided into fiercely defended territories. Trespassing means risking violent, often deadly confrontations with resident males. The nomads, younger and less experienced, usually flee to survive. Pushed to the margins, they face scarcity, less prey, less water, more competition. Hyenas are constant adversaries, quick to steal a hard-won meal. Every meal is a battle, every day a struggle. Scarcity hones their instincts. They become masters of stealth and opportunism. Scavenging and hunting smaller prey become essential skills. This harsh existence is a crucial training ground. Only those who adapt and endure can hope to challenge for a territory. Hardship transforms them from outcasts into contenders. Alone, a nomadic lion's odds are slim, but together, a coalition becomes a force. Brothers and cousins form alliances, their bond forged in exile and hardship. Teamwork allows them to hunt larger prey and defend kills from hyenas. Shared vigilance means some can rest while others keep watch. Their numbers deter rivals and increase their chances of survival. The coalition's ultimate goal, to become strong enough to claim a territory. They test boundaries, assess resident males, and wait for the right moment. When opportunity arises, they challenge as one, united and formidable. Victory means a kingdom, resources, and a pride of their own. The brotherhood is their greatest weapon in the fight for power. Together, they transform from wanderers into kings. The nomadic journey is a relentless education in survival. Young males must master hunting without experienced lionesses. They learn patience, strategy, and the risks of every hunt. Trial and error teach them which prey to pursue and which to avoid. Adaptation is key. Ambush for warthogs, teamwork for buffalo. They also learn the social map of the savannah, reading roars and scent marks to avoid danger. Scavenging, interpreting animal calls, and tracking herds become second nature. Each lesson is paid for with hunger and exhaustion. Over time, they transform from vulnerable exiles into savvy survivors. This hard-won knowledge prepares them for the ultimate challenge, claiming a kingdom. To be a nomadic lion is to live with constant courage. It's the strength to face hunger, exhaustion, and relentless danger. True courage is knowing when to fight and when to retreat. The ultimate test comes when the coalition challenges for a territory. Years of hardship have forged them into a unified force. The battle for a kingdom is brutal, testing their bond to the limit. Victory brings territory, resources, and a pride to lead. But even as kings, vigilance is constant. New challengers always loom. Their brotherhood, built through struggle, is their foundation. Together, they rule, defend, and thrive. Their journey from exile to king is one of nature's greatest dramas. It's a testament to resilience, loyalty, and the unbreakable strength of family. The courage of the nomadic lion inspires awe across the savannah. The nomadic lion's story unfolds on a shrinking stage. Human expansion fragments the savannah, blocking vital wildlife corridors. Fences and roads become barriers, isolating lions and limiting their search for territory. Habitat loss leads to conflict with humans. Lions turn to livestock. Farmers retaliate. Prey animals are also disappearing due to poaching and habitat loss. The health of lions reflects the health of the entire ecosystem. Protecting lions means preserving vast, connected landscapes. Coexistence between people and wildlife is essential. The stakes are high. The roar of the lion is the soul of Africa. If it falls silent, we lose something wild and irreplaceable. The future of this kingdom depends on our actions. The survival of African lions is a shared responsibility. These creatures are part of our natural heritage, symbols of wildness and strength. It's not too late. Dedicated people and organizations are working to protect lions and their habitats. Supporting reputable conservation groups helps reduce conflict and restore habitats. Raising awareness is powerful. Share their story, advocate for conservation, and influence change. Responsible ecotourism provides income for local communities and incentives to protect wildlife. A living lion is worth more than a dead one. Choose tour operators that support conservation. The journey of the nomadic lion is a story of survival against the odds. Let's ensure their journey continues to inspire awe for generations. The future of the savannah's kings is in our hands.